All right, let's talk about the triple constraints of project management and scope creep and how it increases costs, reduces margins, and delays project completion. So I'm going to demonstrate the triple constraints by example here. So let's imagine that this is a construction or a software example. It doesn't matter, just any project, okay? And what we're going to do here is imagine that in this project, we have materials that we've bid out at or projected would cost us $400,000, labor $400,000, and our projected project cost is $800,000 in total. We want to make some money, so we bid the project at $1 million. That leaves us a profit margin of $200,000 or 20%. And our time to complete this project, we're estimating, is going to take us 100 business days. All right. So let's see what happens if we have, like we had in the market this year in lumber, a materials increase. So it will affect these fields. And we're going to add $10,000 to our material costs here, which raises our project costs, but it also reduces our profit margin and our margin percent. So that $10,000, we just have to eat it. We're no longer making that $10,000 extra profit. We lost it, but it didn't impact the timeline. Same thing would happen if we add another $10,000 in material, $420,000. That reduces our profit margin $20,000 and to $180,000 and an 18% profit margin. So not good. So let's take that off and reset it. And let's see how labor will affect us. And in this simple scenario, we're going to affect these fields, and I'm going to increase my labor cost by $10,000. That increases my project cost to $810,000. My profit margin is now $10,000 down. It went from $200,000 to $190,000. And in my scenario here, this 19% margin, this increased our timeline by 10 days because I'm going to assume in this example that our labor was something that was unforeseen and it was additional work. Okay, so let's reset that and let's go talk about scope creep and how that would affect us. So in scope creep, we might incur additional materials and we might incur additional labor. So 10,000 on each, 10,000 additional labor and materials. Okay, that takes us to a project cost of $820,000, and it reduces our profit margin from $200,000 to $180,000. That means we have an 18% profit margin. And not only that, we increased our project timeline by 10 days in this particular scenario, which is going to be a disappointment to our client and could potentially affect our company bonus and any individual bonuses that we might have gotten for on time or early completion of the project. So hopefully this will demonstrate how the triple constraints of project management, which are scope, time, and budget, are interrelated, and what happens if you go over your budget with your materials or with your labor, right? Both of those things are costs that affect your budget and how they can potentially affect your timeline, right?